Alright guys, this knife here is a PH2N Uncle Henry Charade. I absolutely use this knife to cut everything from food to wires. This has been a great little knife. It's not very big, as you can see. I can put it in my pocket. It comes with a leather case, which is well made. I've had this knife for 2 years. I've used it so much and it stays sharp. And I do absolutely use this to cut pretty much anything I want. I cut food with it, like I said. I cut wire with it, tape, string, whatever. This has been a great little knife to have. Bone handle with a leather string on it. But yes, great little knife. Hey guys, this is a stoneware skillet, yes, as seen on TV. I picked it up at a like a grocery outlet store. It was 20 bucks. The skillet is awesome. You can fry an egg in it without any oil or grease. It'll just slide right out. Easy to clean. I did have a cast iron skillet and I use this a lot more than that. On an open campfire I'd rather use cast iron, but on my cook stove in my van, this is the one, this is my go-to. Anyway, it's a stoneware skillet as seen on TV. Okay, this is nothing special, nothing expensive. I got it at the dollar store, I think, or Dollar General for a couple of bucks. It's just like a rubber or plastic cutting board. I was going to get a wood one because a lot of the stuff in my fan is wood, but this is so much easier to clean. It's lighter, easier to store, but it works great. I've had this for a couple of years also, and it works excellent. I love it. But yeah, it was well worth the couple of bucks. Okay guys, as you guys know, I've told you in several videos, I am plugged in right now, but I also have a few Ryobi tools I use, and these batteries are not, they don't last a long time, but they charge very quickly. I can charge them with like a Jackery or whatever, but I use the Ryobi vacuum and the Ryobi fan. The nice thing about the Ryobi fan is you can plug it in or you can use a battery. But these tools I use a lot. I've used the vacuum every day, the fan every day. But to me, these are something that to me is a must-have and a want because they make life a little easier. Alright, now this may sound funny, but these are little things I love to keep on hand in my van. Even when I was in Sticks and Bricks, this is stuff I used a lot. And I am an Okie, so don't laugh too hard. Duct tape works great for a lot of multiple purposes. Gorilla Glue and bungee cords and zip ties. I use these a lot for a lot of different things. But I like to keep them on hand. You never know when you have an emergency that you need to fix or tape or tie or glue, whatever. So definitely these are a plus to have. The cat that just got in the picture, well, that's your own choice, but yeah. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is the Mophie portable power bank. It's 10,000 mAh. I can charge my phone on it 3 or 4 times, probably more than that. My tablet at least twice, but I've used this thing quite a bit. It's pretty sturdy. I've dropped it a lot, but it's a pretty neat little thing to have if you're going to be out hiking, or if you're somewhere where you're not plugged in, or you don't have, you know, for some reason you don't have power to charge your phone. This is a good little thing to have. Definitely worth the money. Got it at Best Buy for about 50 bucks, I think. So definitely worth having. These little power banks are. Okay, this is a little flashlight. Let me get it going there. It's almost dead, but it's also a red light. I found it on Amazon under cat toy. But it works pretty good as a flashlight. There he is trying to play with it. But anyway, but it also has a black light on it. The best part about it, it charges USB. So definitely well worth $12 for 2 of them. Okay guys, I know what you're thinking. This is just a bucket. But this just a bucket, I've washed dishes in it. I've had to give my cat a bath in it. I've even had it outside to haul little sticks in it for a campfire. I put water in it to wash down stuff in the van. Like I wash everything in the van once a week. There's so many uses for just a bucket. So I'm telling you, this was worth the $1.50 that I paid for it at Bi-Mart. Okay, my cat keeps walking in front of the camera. But anyway, what I was going to talk to you about Bluetooth speakers. I have a couple of them I use. The one that's lighted up is... Jacob, out of the picture, buddy. Listen to him. Anyway, the one that lights up is a JBL Bluetooth speaker. It's called the Pulse 3. I use it for when I'm watching movies. It has all kinds of settings. All kinds of light settings. So it lasts about 10 hours on a charge. You charge it with USB. But it's a great sound quality speaker. Again, JBL Pulse 3. Jacob. Anyway, and the little one here is just a Braven. I can put it in my pocket, take it for a walk or a hike or ride a bike, whatever. Great to have for listening to music outside. But these are not something you have to have. This is just something I wanted. This is a Samsung Active 2. And again, this is not something you have to have. This is something that I used a lot. Before I got into my van, about the year before I moved into my van, my health went pretty bad. I got some stuff wrong with my heart. And I started swimming every day and had to keep track of my heart rate. I had to get a pacemaker, but until I could, I had to get my heart working better. At that point, my heart was only working at 25%. So I got me one of these watches because I couldn't do anything too much exertion and my heart started racing bad or whatever. This would vibrate on my arm and let me know. So I started swimming every day at the Y. I got up to 1,200 meters a day. I got my heart working to 30% so they could give me a pacemaker. But I use this watch so much. I love it. It connects to my phone. But it helps me keep track of my heart stuff, and I could have done it without it, but it was a tool that I used a lot, and I love these watches. I'll swear by them. I've never had an Apple Watch like these, but they say the Apple's even better, but I'll swear by these watches for sure. And definitely, you can get a Fitbit or whatever. This was just, I was able to get it through my phone company and not have to pay cash up front. So, but definitely, I love these watches. Well worth having.